Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1972 Hermes 3000 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. This one was made in France, but they were mostly made in Switzerland. They were engineered and designed in Switzerland. They just moved production to France during these later stages. And some of the second generation, I think, some of them were made in France. Same product, top of the line, also often referred as the best typewriter of all time and the Bentley of typewriters. This is the third generation. The second generation had a square top metal shell, first generation curvy top metal shell. This third generation, super angular, boxy, hard plastic, and a sign of the times during the 70s and late 60s where everything was going electric, and this was kind of the look of those types of products. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight and line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This has lightning margins, I believe they are officially called, like a magic margin. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers, a scale, and the margin indicators in red. To set the margins, you just put the carriage where you want it and then flip this silver switch here, and it sends it to that spot, and it'll show it in red on the paper bale. To set it closer to the edge, you hold it and push the carriage to where you want it and let it go, and you'll set the margin right there. Same concept with the right side. Right now, the right margin is really close to the middle, but if you want it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time. Push it to where you want it, let it go, and that's where that margin will be. If you want it back to the middle, then you just put the carriage where you want it and then flip the magic margin or the lighting margin, whatever you want to call it, and it sends it to that spot and indicates it in red. I do want it a bit closer to the edge, and by the way, this has unique font, so stick around to see that print section when I get to it. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double or 1.5, so when you have it on single, it skips 2 half spaces. When you have it on 1.5, it skips 3 half spaces. When you have it on 2, it skips 4 half spaces. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line, switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way up to the red indicator. Prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it on the yellow indicator, prints right down the middle. And that's mostly used if you have a solid black ribbon or in one solid color. You can print 3 times top, bottom, and middle. So this just prints right down the middle. And if you have it on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that up for red. The best touch of all time, in my opinion. Smooth, cushiony, fast, and the print always looks perfect on these. And this has Techno Pica, prints 10 characters per inch. It's like a cubic font. Really nice looking. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. You flip that towards you, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy. Or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. You flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left. Very smooth. Tab set clear, all clear margin release. Right now we have tab set on 10 space intervals. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear them all with the all clear. So now we shouldn't have any tabs. But I always do like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter by hitting that tab set button. And it stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. And to clear that one specific tab, you just hit tab clear instead of all clear, and that just clears that one tab instead of all of them. So I'm going to set one again right there. Margin release all the way on the right side there. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release, allows you to type past that all the way to the end. Very good. And by the way, one of the frustrating things I have on these third generations is that bell. I cannot get that thing to ding louder than that most of the time. And every time I try to adjust it, it just gets worse. So I just leave it alone now. You can hear a bell, but it's not going to ring out. So if you're in love with bells ringing out, then you probably don't want this one. All right, let's open the top here. This is hard plastic. It's pretty strong hard plastic. I know a lot of people that turns them off with the hard plastic, but this is just how it was in the 60s and the 70s when the transitions were going on. So if you want the best of the, and it actually has a better sound. So they were dealing with lightweight, cheaper material basically, and this does have a more deadening sound. It's not ringing loud in a metal compartment, that echoes. To pull the ribbon to the left, you just flip this ribbon guide, and it will swap the direction to the side on either side that you swap it to. So right now we need it to pull to the right because all the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left. So it pulls clockwise if you want to switch that direction like that. And that's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon, which is a little metal piece, and it will swap automatically. So you don't actually need to go in there and swap the direction unless you have problems. And this one's not going to have any problems. Service tuned up, ready to rock and roll. Carriage release on both sides, super smooth. I really love this machine. Even if you don't love the design, it's one of the best typewriters to type on functionality. So that's the carriage release. This is the margin, and this is the carriage lock. So when you push this down, it will release the carriage and lock it in the middle. To unlock it, push it down and move it to the right slightly, it unlocks. Carriage release, margin, and if you pull the knob out, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. Same concept if you push the line space selector all the way back, it disables the spacing. Push it forward, you get the clicks. And these are the original knobs, but these things do break off all the time. This is just a really nice condition machine. And they don't make them anymore, so if you need new knobs, check out my shop on eBay, and I have replacements 3D printed. Same with the space bar and the foot mounts. These are 3D printed foot mounts. Really nice. What else do I have? Paper bell rollers, I believe. So basically anything that's like rubber-like or plastic-like besides the actual shell itself or the keys are available on my shop on eBay or Etsy. And this is also available on eBay, Etsy, or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.